Hey there, gamers. Welcome back to Cryptic Gaming. I hope you've been having a wonderful week. So, some pretty cool things are now in the game, as obviously we've come out of the new weekly update. And show you a couple things. So, you need an aura. You're going to come here. She's going to give you a mission and 30 buoys and send you out to go take out honorless fleets. So, you're going to run into the Moonshiner fleet here. But then there's also a Moonshiner convoy as well. And it will be carrying guild marks, illicit moonshine, and moonshine chests, and pieces of 8. Same thing over here. You get 100 illicit moonshine every time you complete this. It looks like not getting any more. I've been getting 100 each time. Ran it twice. I went over there with my frigate build and did pretty good using my torpedoes. But when you're fighting it, it says it's best to use fire weapons against the ship. They hit the hardest with the weak spot. So I'm going to recommend that you go over there with something that's going to be kicking out some fire damage. I'm taking my Sambuk over. Now, when you do that, you no longer come to Unita to trade that in. You're going to come over here to the account ledger at the left of the counter. Make sure you picture that, because I know there's going to be a big comment here saying, hey, where do I take this stuff? The left side of Unita, same counter, but to the left at the counter. So you can buy the grain flares, what you're using to summon them. You can get those for guild points. It costs 20 guild points per flare, just so you're aware. Now, here's what's cool. We have Ascended Ashbreaker chest. We have the Ascended Event cache. You can get the Nashker. You can get the Naga's Call now. You can get your Klein Cartos, your Divine Winds, your Ashbreakers, and of course that Trunnion Furnace. Now, this was originally reported as just being a item that's going to release later on in the Lullaby event in September, but it looks like they're bringing it out now, so that's awesome to see. Ascension chest giving you Ascension modules and upgrade parts. Of course, you can buy deep iron. It looks like it is going to cost you 150 of the moonshine, the illicit moonshine, to get one deep iron. You get 100 illicit moonshine per run on that mission, just so you're aware. And it looks like you can also get deep iron plates at 500. So probably best to go ahead and grind that stuff out within the fort, but that's going to be up to you to decide, guys. But you will be able to earn toward that stuff. So some really cool looking things with the weapons. That's something to look forward to. Now, Blackwood, he's got some stuff over here, some repeats. For those of you who are new, been looking for certain items and furnitures, I do recommend you come over here to Blackwood. Come into the buy sell. Now, obviously, the weekly seasonal should be reset if you bought your stuff at the very beginning of the week when the new season released. Deep Iron and all is now back in my store where I can pick that up. And then, of course, he now has, let's see what we've got here. We've got a campaigning screen blueprint. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. That's actually pretty handy to have. I like those things, and it's nice to have a blueprint of anything. So, Phoenix Crest, Charge Doors, Bloody Red, Emergency cells. This is actually pretty good. It increases charge rate of torn cells while increasing your trim speed by 10% while pursuing an enemy within 400 meters. So it's not a bad one to have. Campaigning Spirit Locker, another great furniture. Then, of course, Immortal Vessel, the Pick 3s, the Phoenix Talons, the Warhammer. A lot of folks have been looking for that. There she is. The Agnes Fury, that's more of a pop gun. Pop gun it's okay. Divine Thunders, you can pick those up. I wouldn't pay that, just get them in the past, guys. Large silver chests, you can pick those up for 1 guild point, and not too bad. Then, of course, your sovereigns you can get for 10 guild points for sovereigns. I don't know what you would need those for, but of course your ships are still in the general. So that's something to remember and definitely look forward to. Now I'm going to swap out here into a Sambuk, and I'm going to go jump on this convoy here so you can kind of see what we're looking at. I haven't jumped on the convoy yet. I've ran the other event though. Now I'm going to have to manage this thing here real quick. Oh wow, I've got so much garbage. Let's open up this chest real quick, see what we got. Looks like we got the Ashbreaker suite, so that's not bad. I've hit it twice and I ended up getting a weapon from it. So typically when you hit these events right after release, in case you're wondering, you typically get weapons pretty quick within just a few hits. So I would recommend that if you can, I know people have to work, I would recommend though if you can to hit these events right when they release. Okay, so I do not need to bring torpedoes transfer. I don't think I need the mortars transfer. So bombards, I'll get me a few more bombards here because I got a bombard on the rear. No, don't need that many. Okay, now I think we're good to go. Bombard, yep. Cannonballs, yep. We'll make sure that the ship is completely set up. Weapons, yep, yep. Okay. Now I did see what appeared to be a convoy in motion. Did they sink it already? And yeah, so we're going to jump back over here. It looks like they've got the fleet popped in. We're going to get this on here, then I'm going to let you guys go, and I won't start my grind, but definitely hit that subscribe button if you hadn't yet, man. This is what you're looking for. It's basically like the Honorless or any other event that you've seen, except instead of using the frigate, this one is using a brigantine as the boss. At least it has been on the first two that I've been doing. I've not seen the convoy yet, unfortunately. Okay, we gotta get close. Get in there close. There we go. Yeah. I guess that top one's already been destroyed. Now I do have that scrapper station on this thing so that it does heals, but I didn't really need a heal there, but trigger it every chance you get because you do a lot of damage whenever you're doing crew attacks. Now imagine I've got a Warhammer on here. I do. Kind of used to the double auxiliary on that other ship. Sorry about that, bro. Didn't mean to bump into you. Don't be surprised if I do it a couple more times. Oh, I hate getting shell shocked. It'll be going down pretty soon. I think we just blew up some moonshine, guys. Something just went off over there. All right. Oh, what in the world is going on? That was pretty funky. I don't know what was exploding over there, but it was doing some damage. Now let's pick up some of this garbage over here from earlier. I guess we'll go ahead and farm this out. But that's what we're looking at, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'm going to continue grinding.